Good morning, students. Today we discuss about another method that is called as micropiles. So micropiles are usually the use of micropiles has given significantly and have been used mainly as an element of foundation support to resist static as well as seismic loading conditions and as a in situ reinforced for slopes and excavation stabilities. So usually the applications of this uh, micropiles are maybe for the new foundation, underpinning existing works, earth retaining walls, seismic retaining existing structures, and for in situ reinforcement, slope stabilization, earth retention, ground strengthening and protection, settlement reduction. So many applications are available for this micropiles. So example I will tell you. So these are the nothing but micropiles which is placed here. So usually, for example, if I want to construct a one structure, already example, I have constructed one building structure nearby this area. Then another person start to excavate here for his construction. What happens? So only the selling pressure, that is soil left, is this much. So what happens due to this structure load? If you excavate this soil, what happens? There is no support for this soil due to this building here. If it is building is there, then due to this building there is a load acting on this soil. So this soil starts moving in this direction. Already you are excavated here, so there is a collapsing stage will come here. So for that reason, in order to prevent this collapsing of the soil, so I provide some micropiles here. So micropile is nothing but is a small scale pile for, as if it is a pile, it is a small scale pile. Usually for 10 meter, 8 meters, you can provide these micropiles. Usually it is circular micropiles provided with a reinforcement. That is the RCC you can use here. Same thing, piles are same. Whatever piles in work you've done, same thing you have done. Only is diameter is very small, maybe because it's only for resisting. Second one, it is small length extension, only say 10-12 meters like this. So what happens if you provide closely these this one micropiles? Then what happens? This soil can retain on this, because this is made up of concrete and steel, so it has both strong compression and tension. So this prevents the collapse of this soil due to this load of the structure. So usually the micropiles acts as a for earth resisting. It may be for earth retaining, slope stabilization, also ground strengthening, also settlement reduction. So here there is settlement. This is acts as a earth retentions. So earth retaining can be, this example is acting as earth retaining. So this is what regarding micropiles. So this is having very good applications. Next, crib walls. So crib walls are nothing but, these are made up of maybe wood, or it may be stone, or it may be concretes. So earlier, so for if this, for example, same example here. So this is the road here, there is a hill here. So due to the weathering condition, there is a chance of falling of this hill, or some erosion come on these roads. So disturbing for these roads due to this weathering. So in order to prevent of this weathering soil erosion or soil erosion, so we here they are provided wooden walls, wooden crib walls. These are interlocking. Interlocking means lengthwise as well as this one. So they are inserted. These are inserted inside the soil, and these are interconnected to one another, so that they are very much retains this erosion of the soils here. So nowadays they are using this concrete crib walls. So what is here? See exactly, this sketch is not showing exactly, but this one is showing exactly what structure it is. So usually see here, So this is a length vertical surface, then this is horizontal, they are interlocked, and another one is this direction is the horizontal surface. So there is a box formation here, one like this, and this one is extended here. So this is from here to here there is a extension. So there is a gap between this and this. So that is filled with like this stone here. So here inside you see locally available gravelly materials it is filled with. So this crib wall acts as a retaining wall. So this prevents the erosion of this surface, and it protects the slope of this one. So usually what is the advantage of this crib walls? Crib walls can be, it is not costly, and it is whatever, if you construct this with the help of concrete or make maybe stones, you can use it. So interconnect it, and there is a gap between these two walls, rectangular box you have to make, and there is a gap, that gap is filled with aggregates here. So if you fill the aggregates, it acts as a retaining wall, and it prevents the entry of this erosion of the soil here. So another advantage of this one is you can save this area. So here there is no, this is totally vertical, not having inclined surface. This is totally vertical, because see here, so this is totally vertical here. So vertical means if you provide a slope here, so that much of area is gone for slope. So here this is almost vertical, so this much of slope can be utilized using this method. So that is the advantage of this crib walls. Next, last method is mattresses. Mattresses are usually very effective method, but they are not long term. This is short term. So what we do is, say example here, there is a road here, then there is a water here. So there they have made a slope here. So what happens, due to the weathering, maybe this erosion of the surface will take place and it will collapse the soil here. So in order to prevent, we provide some stones will be inserted inside. Stones will be inserted. So there is some spacing between stones here to here. You have a spacing. So spacing is here. So line by line you go on placing stones here. So this is stones here. So then once you place stones here, these are act as a fixed members. Then another layer, bottom layer, and another top layer has to be placed. They are interconnected. Usually these are called as wooden stems, which are waste wooden stems, which can be interconnected with the tags, and which is binded to this fixed stones here. So these are binded to fixed stones, and you can go on placing up to here. Then top you have to join these wooden stems here, and bottom you join this layer, so that they will fixed. So they will not move, because these are the fixed stones inside, which is going inside the soil. So if you place like this, what happens? The erosion of this bottom soil. So the erosion of this bottom soil not be eroded due to the maybe water forces. So or maybe due to the high loads, there is a collapsing of this slope. So in order to prevent this, we provide this one. But usually these are short term, up to for grass growing. Here there is no grass. So for up to grass growing, maybe 6 months, 3 months or 6 months, these wooden stems acts as a soil erosion control. Then once the grass grows, then it can be removed. So that's why grass acts as a soil resisting, right? So that is the advantage of this mattresses. So mattresses can be provided for short term, but they are very effective, and they are the replace of up to grass. Initial stage, the grass will not be easily grow. Up to 6 months it takes, maybe 3 to 4 months it takes. So for up to that, you can these stems, waste stems of the wood acts as a soil resisting and earth resisting, or it may act as a soil erosion control. It acts as a soil erosion control. This is completes your miscellaneous methods. Thank you.